Everything seemed to remain under control until a chain of violent impacts, collapsing structures, and completely unexpected situations began unfolding within seconds. And the following moments were captured just before disaster struck.
Oh shit! Mom did it.
Earth and rocks from the hillside rushed into the construction site in Singtam within seconds, proving that weather and terrain remain major challenges for mountain projects. The parked vehicles suddenly began moving after being pushed by strong winds, reminding many people that severe storms can turn even heavy objects into something uncontrollable. What looked like a normal turn suddenly caused the entire container to flip onto the roadway, proving that even one aggressive steering movement can have major consequences for heavy trucks. A powerful wave suddenly surged onto the shore and knocked multiple people down, proving that rough seas are often far more dangerous than they appear. Does this moment make you more cautious when handling objects under extreme pressure? Getting too close to old aging structures can sometimes involve risks far greater than people realize.
Eita, menino.
What happened left everyone almost unable to believe their own eyes. Just a few seconds later, and the story could have been completely different. Luckily, everyone managed to run to safety in time.
अरे गाड़ी में और कोई है? والله عمل السبع كلام يا ساتر يا ساتر يا ساتر خليك طلعت يا جماعه طلعت
In Switzerland, mud shot dozens of feet into the air, showing nature's incredible power in just a few seconds. Maybe many people here underestimated just how dangerous these landslides really were. Seeing the Porsche drive straight into the gate really shows how just one moment of losing control behind the wheel can change everything completely. This car seems so eager to join the party that it chose an entrance clearly not meant for guests. After a minor collision with another vehicle, the female driver panicked, hit the accelerator instead of the brake, and crashed into a row of motorcycles, a situation many people recognize all too well. The violent collision from the container truck sent the smaller truck flying, showing why safe following distances on highways matter far more than people think. Glass panels were ripped from the building and hurled into the street within seconds, showing how outdoor structures face enormous pressure during extreme weather. The motorcyclist escaped the collapsing wall section within inches, proving that sometimes luck is separated from disaster by only a split-second twist of the throttle.
Завалилось. Полностью все завалилось.
Fortunately, everyone remained safe, but the driver may need to rethink how the cargo was secured before transport.
Мамочки!
Authorities may seriously need to reconsider how this driver received a license in the first place. At this point, the warehouse probably needed a complete deep cleaning long before this happened. I truly couldn't believe my eyes when I saw a train car crushed flat in just a split second. The entire mountainside looked like it was going through a massive natural reconstruction, with sections of earth and rock constantly breaking away and falling below.
Ôi ôi, càng ngày càng mạnh hay sao ấy? Ôi. Ôi sợ quá. Càng điện kìa. Ôi.
What happened in Bangkok made the high-speed rail system look like it was going through a brutal test directly from nature itself.
I'm okay.
My car's gone. It's all gone.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are your parents okay?
They're okay.
Was anybody in the gym?
The landslide happened right behind the woman carrying her child as the road cracked apart and washed away like a sheet of ice being pulled by water. The entire roadway became a chaotic stage as the elephant tossed vehicles aside, making it feel like nature had just opened its own priority lane through the city.
Eita, vai, ó, vai! Eita, meu pai do céu! Vem, vem! Ai, meu pai do céu! Ai, Jesus!
I got.
Powerful water burst through the wall of the store and carried everything away, leaving the place looking as if a river had torn straight through it. Flash floods swept multiple cars out of the parking lot in front of the building, as if the water was dragging the entire neighborhood along with it. A dust storm covered the Las Vegas Valley in thick haze while trash bins were dragged away by the wind like abandoned toys. Strong winds from Typhoon Duhuan swept through Taiwan, knocking pedestrians to the ground repeatedly and making it feel like the whole city was tilting with the storm.
Holy crap, did you see that? Oh my God!
Lightning appearing near the plane on its way to Heathrow lit up the night sky as if it had been ripped open by white fire.
758.
Come here, this way. Get in. It just hit that.
The NASA aircraft landed directly on its belly instead of its landing gear, reminding people that even the rarest failures still exist in aviation. Large marine vessels have very little room for error, which is why every maneuver requires extremely careful coordination.
They have no control, the guy just said.
If you were in that situation, would you stop or try to cross anyway? Just one small problem with the car was enough to turn the railroad crossing into an extremely dangerous place, especially when there was no longer enough time to get out of the vehicle. Pressing the accelerator by mistake turned a quiet street into chaos within seconds, reminding many people about reflexes during emergencies. The car lost direction just seconds after accelerating, showing that the line between performance and disaster is thinner than many people think. The powerful landslide dragged the cargo truck toward the edge of the road, making it feel like the entire mountainside was collapsing in anger. The driver stopped just in time as a massive boulder swept through crushing trees like a punch thrown by the collapsing mountain. Flooding submerged streets across central Spain so violently that many cars drifted away like dry leaves in the rushing water.
Esto... Jefe, si esto sigue así... Mira la luz, allí. Abiertos. El colegio inundado. Pues, ¿dónde llega el agua? Hasta arriba.
Vas a tener suerte, Edu.
Que voy a tener suerte.
Vas a tener suerte, Edu.
Voy a tener suerte.
Mira el mío, Edu. Ya lavan todos estos.
Madre mía, Dios mío, Dios mío. Dios mío, Dios mío.
The Palm Beach Gardens neighborhood was hit by winds so strong that windows cracked one after another like thin ice under enormous pressure.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
The windstorm rocked the travel trailer before flipping it over as if nature had delivered one giant shove.
Oh my god. Oh my...
The speeding car lost control and slammed into the tractor, a situation showing how a few reckless seconds can lead to consequences far greater than expected. Did you notice what caused everything to collapse within just a few short seconds?
Whoa.
The raw violence of Dagestan makes the landscape feel like a construction project. Nature itself is still rebuilding day after day.
No mames, güey. Ya tú y yo. Nada, güey, nada.
The frozen lake collapsed beneath them in a way that made the Christmas party feel like it had been directed by the harshest winter of the year. The ducks rushed into the pond so quickly that the ground behind them looked like it had just been swept away by a river that quacked. Every time it licked the food, its face twisted in a way that made the whole scene look like a comedian practicing facial expressions in front of a mirror. The explosion shook multiple buildings around the Chelsea area, reminding many people that crowded neighborhoods always need effective safety and warning systems.
你好。怎么样？哎，爆炸！旁边。爆炸！跟过来，先走。哦，要是听到跟他，哎呦，那个啊，别，这边，哎，骂我危险。哎呀，我那个我得。
Repeated explosions echoed throughout the Tultepec fireworks market, showing that places filled with flammable materials rarely allow room for mistakes. A sudden sinkhole swallowed a fully loaded truck, turning the road into a scene that looked like a giant hole opening from beneath the earth. Huge rocks crashing down near Zion made it feel like the entire cliffside was sliding out of place after hanging there for years. A sudden lightning strike hit near a family in Arkansas, causing everyone to scatter as if avoiding a blow from nature itself. Southwest Michigan quickly disappeared into heavy lake-effect snow, while rows of trees faded away as if swallowed by white fog. The newly built building in Malatea failed to remain standing after the earthquake, as several concrete floors collapsed like dominoes being knocked over. The earthquake in Taiwan caused rows of office lights to swing repeatedly, as if the ceiling had suddenly lost its support.
Hi, Dax. Anong gusto mong sabihin sa new vlog ko? Oh my God! Dax, anong gusto mong sabihin sa new vlog? Dax! Oh! Mamas! Dax! Uy! Tayo na kayo! Uy! Jake! Jake! Sabi ko lang, bakit ka na sa ano? Shoot!
Do you think the people in Ontario had enough time to prepare for this situation?
Dude, I tried to go out, it hurt.
My poor car. This is not funny. I've never seen this before in my life. Holy crap, my poor car!
reminding many people that crowded areas always require slower speeds than expected. The electric truck lost control during its very first operation, showing that even the most modern vehicles still depend on the most basic details. Just a thin layer of ice was enough to send the small truck sliding sideways, and luckily the driver stayed calm during the most critical moment. The forklift began losing balance under the weight of the plywood sheets, creating a scene that showed how overloading usually ends very quickly. The dark road and high speed made the sudden crossing extremely dangerous, especially when the pedestrian didn't have time to look both ways. The intersection quickly turned chaotic when the SUV lost traction and crashed into a utility pole, reminding many people to slow down earlier before entering intersections. The pedestrian was not hit, but the truck's emergency swerve showed how standing in the wrong spot for just a moment can still lead to serious consequences. Do you think operating a ferry requires an extremely high level of concentration, especially while carrying heavy cargo? It might be time for this crew to take another physics class about load balance and stability. It feels like this truck was way too eager to leave the ferry and get its wheels onto land as quickly as possible.
Me imagino que con una grúa grande o algo, ¿sabes? Una grúa hacho de esta.
Have you ever experienced a storm that still haunts you to this day? Winds carrying snow and ice swept across eastern South Dakota like a winter wave, slowly swallowing the entire region. A massive avalanche crashed down onto the resort in Russia, sending people running in panic, while the entire mountainside seemed to shake awake. A firework launched in the wrong direction caused the entire warehouse to shake from a huge explosion, reminding many people not to underestimate fireworks safety control.
Yeah, je l'ai eu. Yeah, je l'ai eu.
The phone might not have got it.
You fucking breaking windows and now you got the fucking place trashed.
The moment the bridge collapsed into a cloud of dust showed that old structures cannot last forever once their framework exceeds its safe lifespan.
Shit! The fire department's already there if you're calling.
The truck tried to overtake the vehicle ahead, even though the road was too narrow, reminding drivers that not every road is worth risking a few seconds to save time. The forklift collapsed to the ground when the truck ahead moved unexpectedly, leaving behind a very practical lesson about checking safety signals before moving. Bricks and roof debris came crashing down so fast that the building looked like it had decided to dismantle itself in the middle of the storm. Just a few seconds apart, and the concrete blocks landed right beside the two men in a way that made everyone shiver at how close it was. Before the woman even understood what was happening, the hood of her car had already gained a feathered passenger landing, confidently like a VIP guest with no reservation. The two bears struggled with the locked container, creating the feeling that nature had just lost a battle of intelligence against engineering.
Tem pouquinho aranha.
Dozens of spiders dangling through the air made many people feel like nature was testing out a Halloween effect in broad daylight.
Olha o tanto. Já vamos ficar aí fora aqui.
One of the seagulls attacking you? Is that what you're trying to get on?
Doesn't this look like a real-life cartoon movie? The constantly shifting ice created the feeling that the ground had turned into a giant hourglass, except every grain of sand was freezing cold. Violent water slammed into the Michigan lighthouse like repeated blows from nature spiraling out of control.
This is stupid. Right here.
What's me? What? That was falling.
Look at me.
That moment made the slippery road look like it had secretly opened a free skating class right in front of the house. The man ran toward the umbrellas just as the wind carried them away, as if they had secretly been waiting for the perfect moment to escape. The shelf collapsed so quickly that the scene looked like a domino effect triggered at the worst possible moment inside a crowded store. The delivery guy in China crashed straight through the pizza shop's glass door so fast that even the door handle seemed to go to work with him. The mix-up caused the bottle of hand sanitizer to suddenly get promoted into a hot drink for a few very short seconds. Baseball-sized hail pounded down continuously near Buffalo Lake, making the entire neighborhood shake as if under bombardment from nature. Waves continuously eroded the foundation before the final house collapsed into the sea, showing how erosion is often silent but relentless. The construction structure suddenly collapsed within seconds, showing that unfinished buildings always require constant stability inspections. He leaned back with the confidence of someone who thought he understood physics only for physics to respond very directly a second later. The dog's accidental touch sent the iron crashing down like the first domino in a situation nobody wanted to clean up afterward. The suitcase accelerated downhill so quickly that the man chasing behind it looked like he had accidentally entered a marathon organized by his own luggage. The entire road turned chaotic as the massive boulder rolled down the mountain, making it feel like nature had just thrown a mountain-sized bowling ball into the valley. Nature created a moment that looked like the ground itself was moving as rocks, soil, and trees all came crashing down from the mountainside.
Wow. Holy fuck, that whole rock is moving. Holy Lord.
Afetlerden koru ya Rabbi.
The moment the ship sank off the coast of Florida was not only the end of an old vessel, but also the beginning of an entirely new ecosystem. The moment the tank fell into the sea showed that weight distribution on a barge is just as important as navigation through heavy waves.
I better go help these guys.
Paul, ask them if they've got everyone.
The moment the Waymo stopped too close to the tracks made many people realize that railroad crossings always need one final layer of safety. The derailment caused the train to slide deep into the station area, showing that even the places that seem most stable can change within seconds. The motorcycle suddenly lost balance and tipped over in the empty yard, reminding many people about the importance of locking the wheels when parking. The three-wheeled vehicle flipped over in the middle of the road, even though the driver was moving very slowly, leaving behind a lesson that stability can matter more than speed. Pacifica Pier kept taking hit after hit from giant waves like a small wooden plank, trying to survive in the fury of the ocean. Massive waves swept across Crab Meadow on Long's Island so violently that the entire coastline seemed to shake with the water. As the earthquake shook Taiwan, the chandeliers swayed as if they were being pulled back and forth by an invisible hand of nature. The earthquake in Mexico City caused rows of office lights to swing continuously as if the ceiling were floating on underground waves. Was nature testing the limits of everything beneath the ground? The explosion of Poland's largest unexploded bomb shook the entire area, reminding many places of the importance of clearing old explosives. The moment the final tower collapsed helped many people understand why major demolitions always require extreme precision and patience. The landslide in Russia was so powerful that trees and garages disappeared from the hillside as if nature swallowed them in an instant.
Да как на похоронах, ё-моё. Я снимаю, Андрюш. Охереть, падает. Может, помогите нам спискать?
Давай тачки выгоняем, пока опасности нету света. Таня, снимай.
Я снимаю.
Roads in Saudi Arabia quickly turned into violent streams, while vehicles were swept away as if they had never been standing there at all. Massive amounts of earth continuously poured down in Pingtung, transforming the peaceful landscape into a chaotic flow of mud and rock. It dug through the trash with the focus of someone searching for the last discounted item, completely ignoring all the phones pointed at it.
Oh, it just broke it. Oh, it just broke the back of the truck. Oh, it's got a bag.
It's hungry. So it opened the door, closed it, and then just broke it.
If this video had you tense all the way to the end, leave a like, drop a comment about the moment that shocked you the most, and subscribe for more unbelievably real, dangerous moments caught on camera.